Tony Katz, 239-9393. Child abuse. That's my subject. It seems that I'm the only person, you might be with me, discussing what we're seeing on television and the abuse of children by mainstream and network media when it comes to the shooting in Parkland, Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. 17 people were murdered. Yes, adults were murdered as well. But what we're seeing on our television screens, time and again, I describe as child abuse. And I'm not 100% sure how it isn't child abuse. I don't know how someone sees it another way. And I put a video out about this. If you follow me on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Tony Katz Radio, you saw this video where I am very, aware that we shouldn't be screaming and yelling and getting vitriolic at these kids when they're put up there on TV. They're kids. They're kids. They can be angry about what happened. They can be upset about what happened. They can have feelings about what happened. They don't get to set policy. They cannot drive policy in America. Not at all. Not for a second. And just because they have an opinion doesn't make them experts. Pain does not make you a professional. Emotion does not make you an expert. It's not how it works. And we can't allow it to happen. But I think that all arguments about what the media is doing are worthwhile. Putting these kids on television and putting talking points into their mouths is obscene. It's wrong. And I want to share with you this piece. This kid, David Hogg, with Joy Reid on MSNBC. I want you to listen, because Joy Reid's, isn't it wrong that we have guns, and don't you think we should ban them? And aren't you kids are going to be politically active, right? And have you gotten Republicans to change their minds? No Democrats said, you know what? I now truly believe in the Second Amendment? Or does that not fit narrative? Well, I want you to listen to this from this child, David Hogg, for a moment, if you will.
By the left, your response.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to each and every one of you that is out there attacking us as witnesses and even some of the victims of this incident. It's truly saddening to see how many of you have lost faith in America, because we certainly haven't, and we're never going to. You might as well stop now, because we're going to outlive you.
That's pretty intense. And to this child, I say, nothing. You're a child. David Hogg is a child. I don't know where his parents are, but that his parents keep pushing him in these places and allowing him to do this. Where? Why? Where's the protection? Where's the protection for this kid? But there's no doubt that Joy Reid is guilty of child abuse, and so are the rest. These kids should not be on TV pushing any levels of agenda. And the best is, this kid wants to tell me how he's not pushing agenda.
During the shooting, I interviewed them.
Wow.
And they absolutely changed their views on guns and just brought it into a whole nother perspective. And I'm not trying to push a liberal agenda here. I'm not trying to push a conservative agenda. I'm trying to push an agenda that saves our children and saves our future.
With all due respect to you, David, you are pushing an agenda that your parents are pushing and that media will give you airtime to push. You don't even know what it is you're pushing. This is why I'm not angry with you. And we shouldn't be angry with him, and we shouldn't be angry with these kids. But the adults around them, we should be asking, what the hell are you doing? We're going to have a conversation about the Second Amendment in the United States. We're going to have a conversation about gun laws in the United States. We're going to have a conversation about who's to blame in the United States. I'm waiting for Joy Reid to recognize that the FBI didn't respond, that local law enforcement didn't respond, that Forest County sheriffs didn't go in. Sheriff's deputies didn't go in. Everybody got a phone call except the NRA, because the NRA is not to blame. You want to talk policies? I'm in. I'm good. I'm fine with that. You want to abuse children to move your ideology? We should stand up and say no. This is disgusting, and it has to end. Stop putting these kids on TV. And the kids aren't to blame. They're not to blame. I do question their parents. And the media, the mainstream media, that is all too willing to abuse them for the ratings. I'm Tony Katz.
Let's begin. Let's talk about your relationship.
I can't stand all